Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our RimWorld Skyrim Let's Play. So I'm jumping back in pretty much immediately following last episode. Haven't had a lot of time to sit down and play, especially with this playthrough, because there's often a lot of just, you know, colony management in between the exciting stuff. Anyways, we did have a raid in the following episode, and we were able to capture 4 of our enemies, one of which joined us almost immediately, and she has a new name. So her name originally was Cod, and she's now Svenja. And I also finally remembered to rename Joyce, who is now Amelia, and those are both based off of suggestions from you guys in the comments, so don't forget to keep those coming. Make sure they're lore friendly. I get name submissions all the time, and they're just like screen names and stuff with like numbers in them. As you can see here, nobody has numbers in their names, and nobody is going to. We're only using lore-friendly names. So, anyways, let's get the clock moving. And what is she currently up to? We need to get her some proper clothing. She just flopped down on the ground there. So we also need to get her a bed, clearly. Let's build a copy of that. You know what? Rather than doing that, for now, just turn this into her bed. That is much easier. So there we go. And let's see, what was this intended for? Parkas. Oh no, winter cloaks. Right. Winter cloaks, because I kind of need these guys to start losing the winter cloaks. Although it seems like we're going to make it through summer without them. Well, maybe not. It's still April, May, but it's entirely possible that we won't even need to bother taking them off. This is nearly done. It would be really nice if they could finish that, just so that, you know, people can't waltz right through. I mean, they can walk over these anyways, but at least that would slow them down, right? And then we haven't even started on the southern area yet, so that's something we need to definitely get going on. In terms of food, I feel like we have so much food. Like, we were nearly starving to death, and now we're just, like, swimming in weak stew. And, we have all these berries, a whole lot of potatoes that are just going to deteriorate because they've been sitting out. But nobody is, apparently too inclined to haul this, even though we have animals and people doing it. We also have more cloth than we know what to do with, so we're going to need to start probably setting up like some sort of textile manufacturing setup where if we ever get merchants to come trade with us. Oh no, the pork's going bad. If we ever get merchants to trade with us, you know, they actually have to show up. That's part of the problem. But if we ever get them, being able to just sell them like a bunch of, you know, medieval clothing would be great. Speaking of which, we still do need to get you some clothes. So tunic, suspended trousers, yeah. We need to get those done pretty soon here. Nas, why aren't you doing that, man? You're feeding prisoners berries. Oh no, Joyce, Amelia, is still injured. I think she'll be fine, though. Yeah, it's all fairly minor stuff. Belisarius is still a bit beat up, but honestly, it could be a lot worse. But yeah, if Nas could start making some of that clothing, that'd be great, because getting her out of that tribal gear is one of our top priorities at the moment. We also need to get her some proper weapons and armor. I think I queued up a polearm for her. Yeah, I did. And she's actually, or she was making it herself. However, she appears to have stopped. I need to get rid of you guys. I don't know if, can we make a smelter that doesn't run on power, though? I don't think we can. We'll have to see. Hopefully there's a medieval equivalent. Ah, there is. Okay, the blacksmith smelter. We have enough marble. So we'll need one of those so that we can smelt some of these crappy weapons that we keep getting. Because obviously we want to, you know, recycle those resources, but we don't want random shivs and stuff kicking around in our inventory forever. I just need to figure out where the permanent location for a lot of this stuff is going to be, because I don't want to have to move it around. Not that a lot of these workstations are super expensive resource-wise, but At the same time, it's still easier for us to not have to, you know, constantly reconstruct things and tear them down. There's still a lot of corpses and weapons out here too. Oh, Val got sick. Let's see. 67. We were having you mine or something? Something like that. How's our research coming, by the way? Let's see. Where are we? So we are like 2/3 of the way through scribing, it looks like. But we need to get all the way up to master scribing to do what we wanted to do. And even then, I'm not entirely sure how that works. So it's entirely possible that even when we get there, we may not be able to make the scrolls that we want to. But obviously, making it so that Umbra can learn the ability to regenerate people's limbs and damaged body parts is absolutely critical. And then we want Amelia to be able to start using magic of some sort. I don't know what kind of magic, but we want her to be able to start using magic. And preferably to not have a stupid shiv as her sidearm. I could give her that shoddy knife. That's probably better than what she has. Frankly, anything is probably better than a steel shiv, but I mean, not a wooden shiv. Let's see. Is that stuff ever gonna get... Oh, right. We still need to make the brewery. Did we not make the brewery? Why didn't we make the brewery? Because we can't turn that into wort without a brewery. It's still sitting right here. Okay. Is anybody gonna build that? You're making plate gloves. Fair enough. You are making walls. Trobo, what are you doing? You're building floors. Can I get you to prioritize... Oh, you're down there. Yeah, can I get you to do this, man? Because that's kind of important. Otherwise, all these hops are going to go... They're going to go anyways. They've sat too long. Oh, well. That was a miscalculation, but whatever. So plate gloves are done. Svenja, those are going to be yours. So whenever you're done with that, go ahead and wear those. What are you making now? The boots? Yeah, he's going to make her some boots. I don't know why everybody avoided that for so long. But if we can maybe get some of this converted before it spoils, that would be nice. Because then we can toss them into the fermenting barrels and get some beer out of it. Even if our first haul isn't great, as long as we can get something out of it. Okay, there it is. Let's do make wort forever. Do forever, don't care who does it, just get it done. Drop it on the floor for now. Can I get you to do a little bit of that? Oh, it's gotta be cooking. You're making kibble. How are we on kibble? We could probably take a quick break from that. Umbra, do you have any cooking skill? No, you're incapable of it. Yeah, Cheda, do that for me for a little bit. Eventually I'll try to have somebody dedicated to this, but in the meantime, we'll have him try to salvage some of this stuff. And let's see. You're still cutting stone blocks? Oh, you like walked out to the boonies to get that, didn't you? Uh-oh. Apparently this buck decided to pick a fight. Hawk, can I get you to hunt him? Where are you at right now? Alright, so you're actually fairly close. We'll make sure to use all of her abilities in cunning, just to ensure that this goes as smoothly as possible. We don't want her to take any unnecessary damage. So arrow storm that guy as soon as you get close enough. Probably do that right now. You don't need to keep moving? Okay, fine. Perfect. New recruit. Okay, so Zenata successfully recruited Val. Val was a young male, a chief. Let's see. He has food poisoning. Pretty good in combat, decent social skills. Could be good with animals. He likes animals, but he's not great at handling them. And we could get him to be a decent builder as well. He's a psychopath, though. But he is magically gifted. So he could be like a battle mage. That would be fun. Clear that. Let's set your work priorities. So we'll do 1, 1, none, 2, 1. Wardening. I don't mind you wardening, actually, but I wish that you were a decent miner, because that would make it more worthwhile. Because, like, Zenaida actually just so wardening. She's actually the same as you are, but she's not passionate about it. But the thing is, she's one of our miners, so it sort of makes sense. Well, let's leave that at 3. No, we'll put it at 4, because I don't really need that being done. There's already plenty of people with animal skill. Hunting, you're actually a pretty decent hunter. We can put that at 2. I don't mind you getting, like... Because even if there's nothing for them to hunt, they'll go fish on occasion, and that's pretty useful. Crafting, he is awful at. Research, I don't need anybody researching. Least of all you. So... I think construction is going to be his main thing then. And, you know, there'll be some failures, but as long as he's sort of contributing and gaining experience, I don't mind so much. And we'll need to get you... I'll probably just leave your appearance as is. We'll need to get you a name and some proper clothing whenever someone gets around to that. Svenja, if your thing is crafting, you could try to make your own clothes. Like, that's a thing you could do. Alright, so she's going to go grab those gloves now. You're hauling that shiv out of there. That's probably a good idea. There's been like a wooden shiv in the prison for a while. And none of the prisoners were smart enough to do anything with it. But there it was. Okay. So the boots are almost finished. She's going to grab her gloves. Honestly, you know what? Are you much of a fighter? Yeah. Because I was thinking Val's a better fighter. We should probably get him better weapons first. Don't equip that. Equip this. And then for your sidearm, we'll give you a club or something. But you're at least capable of using that. She, however, is not very good at range combat. And we'll have to look at the damage on these. That one's made out of steel. So DPS is a little over 5. A little under 5. How good is this? Just over 4. So it looks like that steel club is going to be the best melee weapon we have. So do me a favor and equip that as your sidearm. And let's see, he's going to ditch those. They're shoddy, but that's fine. Svenja, since you were first, you get to wear those, and we'll make Val some later. We'll just deal with one of them at a time. Oh no, we're losing weak stews. What a waste. Can we get this the hell out of here? I made a stockpile for those animals. They just need to get moved. They just need to get moved. Svenja, when you're done with that, I might have you load these. Okay, Cheda's still making work. That's good. We actually did get a little bit of use out of that stuff, which is nice. Yeah, fill that one up for me. And if I have to, I'll like roof this off or something, but I don't think that'll be an issue. Hopefully the temperature is fine. It looks like it will be. We picked the right time of year because it's not going to drop below freezing at night, I don't think. What are you up to now? Just hauling more blocks? We need to get this place clean. Look at that filth. These damn boars running around. And the chickens are dropping eggs everywhere. Holy hell, that's a lot of crap. We'll have to keep an eye on our new friends here that'll probably try to grab all of this. We don't really want them wearing any of this. I mean, like, some of the jackets are fine, like this. I mean, that's still dead man's clothes, though, so preferably not. Yeah, we'll probably just scrap it all. You're not gonna... Okay, good. I was like, she's not gonna walk over there and do it right after I said it, right? You are now making her a tunic. That's great. How are you guys doing health-wise, by the way? That's so funny, addicted to mana potions. Yeah, you'll be fine. Tony's doing fine as well. I don't know how he got a gunshot, though. I think somebody commented on that in the last video. Yeah, I don't know how they're getting shot with guns. Maybe it was like a Dwemer. I don't know. I just don't know. Alright, well, we were able to get 3 fermenting barrels full. Well, nearly full, so that's better than I thought. This stuff will probably deteriorate within the next day or so, so we might be able to get a little bit more, but probably not a lot more. He's going to probably start making us more kibble now, I would think. We probably want to stay ahead of the game on kibble and maybe not make so many of these stews next time. We kind of had to, just because a lot of the meat we had was going to spoil if we didn't. So it was kind of like, you know, either the meat goes bad or we turn it into stews and they last a little bit longer. The stews are probably going to go bad as well, but at least it wasn't as much of a waste. Are you about to make more, dude? I don't know about that. Alright, we'll let him do it, but I might have to kind of tone that down from 60, because I don't even think we're going to be able to keep up with eating all those. That's unfertilized. Hopefully he uses that. But yeah, we need more kibble. We need more kibble. Those animals are just chewing through everything. I don't think I've ever played RimWorld with this many animals. And I don't think I ever will again. It's not fun. Not fun having to manage this many animals. Speaking of which, we might need to cull some. Let's see, we got 3 hens. How many roosters do we have? We have 2 and then 1 coming up. So all of these, once they hit adulthood, are probably going to get turned into food. How are we on boars? You, I think, are going to get turned into food. Because we have, what, 1, 2 males and 3 females? Yeah, so I don't need another one. And then when these guys turn into adults, we'll go ahead and cull them too. You should not be fighting. And you shouldn't have a master either. Okay, so that'll be a little bit more meat that we can use. Not that we really needed it, but we have it. Also, we probably don't need another field over here. This seems excessive at this point. I was like overcompensating, I guess, for how little food we had over the winter. But this is just getting out of hand at this point. What I might have to do is make another cooking area. I wish this could produce pemmican in bulk. All we can do is stew, cheese, and that's about it. I mean, the hearty stew gives them better food. Maybe I should do that, because that uses more resources. Well, let's suspend this. We'll do the bulk hearty stews, and we'll set that and to do until we have... We'll probably do 50. But I'm gonna need to pause that, because obviously this is gonna start up right away if I don't. I think he'll be fine. He does have a melee weapon. We also need to get him a bed. Let's build a copy of this right here, and that'll be his. Actually, for right now, this can be his. So Val, there you go. But yeah, we'll give him a proper bed of his own. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this bed. It's just not necessarily his. It's just a repurposed guest bed. But I guess that's true of Svenja's as well. Can we get somebody to deal with these corpses? Or better yet, dump them. No, just burn them. Just burn them. We got enough kibble. I don't need to worry about our boars eating human corpses, and the problem is they won't last very long because we have no way of keeping them, you know, frozen. All right, it's officially summer. I'm not looking forward to this because even though we're playing on a very cold part of the map, I'm almost certain that the game is going to continually throw heat waves at us because it just loves to do that, and it especially likes to do that when you are playing a colony that really has no way to mitigate heat. In this, you know, medieval setting, we have a very difficult time dealing with temperature in general, but it's easier for us to deal with cold because we can, you know, create enclosed spaces and light fires. When things get hot, we don't have AC units, all we have are passive coolers, and those don't work particularly well. So yeah, it's not gonna be fun. And then there's the issue of most of our, whoops, why did I build a copy? Yeah, cancel all that. I did not mean to do that. I meant to reinstall these, like so. Okay, good. Anyways, all of our light sources are also heat sources, so even if we build passive coolers in these rooms, all they're really going to be doing is counteracting the heat from these fires, so that could be a very unpleasant experience for us. But we'll see. It's possible we won't get one. It's possible even if we do, it will be fairly mild because this is, again, a fairly cold setting, so even during the summer, it doesn't really get beyond the high 20s. But again, that's just speculation, so we don't really know. Did that tunic ever get finished? No, it did not. Well, hopefully that gets done soon. We really need to get them in some proper clothes. What's Nas doing? He's going to go eat some berries. Fair enough. I wish you would do that at a table, because you're going to complain about it the rest of the day. But okay. Could you just get right to that? Okay, you're going to take care of the prisoners. Fair enough. But yeah, I would prefer if they didn't like linger so much. We need to get a lot of this stuff done. I don't know, like their clothes deteriorate so damn fast. But we need to get you out of that parka pretty soon because you are not going to be able to tolerate summer temperatures in that. But it looks like they are making decent progress down here. That probably shouldn't be there. Huh. Oh yeah, no it should. Something's off here though. Because that should be a sandstone block right there. Let's see. Jump over here. Should be like that. And then this should be marble right here. That's probably unnecessary, but that's what we have to do to keep it consistent with everything else. And that's what we're going to try to do. So, there you go. Val's helping out with construction. This, oh come on, man. I was just going to say this is probably a good way for him to train up doing fairly simple things like floors, but then he just botched that one. Oh, come on. Well, I guess he's just going to wander off. I really hate that. There is a mod that fixes it, but I didn't want to have to add any more mods to this. But anytime somebody walks through the blueprint that someone else is working on, they will stop what they're doing and go work on something else because they've been interrupted. And it's really annoying. It's really annoying, but as I said, there is a mod that deals with it. It's just I didn't want to have to add any more mods to this mod list because it's already getting pretty bloated. But it looks like our palisade out here is going to get finished, and then if they could just do this little bit of wall, we'll actually be secure. And anytime we get attacked, we can set up behind this. We'll have a bit of cover, and then they'll have to, you know, fight their way through the gates if they want to get to us. And we have these little murder holes in here when they get to the big gate. So we'll actually have some proper defenses for once. Cheda's making more kibble. How are we doing on meals? We're at 38. I'm going to go ahead and start that. Maybe I shouldn't. Let's see. I think he's going to go right to it because they always prioritize cooking over butchering. Or, sorry, over making kibble. But I don't want to fall behind on our food. That's the issue. It's just that there's no real good way to transition over. And we'll probably have to transition back just because we're going to run out of meat fairly soon here. And once we run out of meat, we're going to have to go back to the weak stews that only require potatoes or, you know, what have you. Crap, Nas, where did you go? Just drop it right there, man. Svenja, I need you to run and throw this on. Nas, you can go back to what you were doing. It's going to disassemble a weapon, fair enough. Scribing is done. We've already queued up the further projects, so there's no point in looking at that right now. There we go. Are you considered naked? No. Good. Because technically she's not wearing pants. This actually covers that, whereas the tunic doesn't, but she doesn't seem to mind, so good. Oh, yeah, you are considered naked. Alright, fair enough. Well, he's going to take that apart, and then hopefully he'll start making those trousers. I don't know why he decided not to. Could you just leave it there and... No, he keeps wanting to disassemble weapons. Let's pause those for right now. Really? You do not want to make those pants. Is it because we don't have the material? I would wager that's probably the issue. So we can make her like some turkey leather pants. What were we trying to make them out of? Rat leather. Don't have enough for that. So let's make some turkey leather pants. Actually, what do we have that's closest to 50? Because I would prefer not to have like stacks of 20s of things. Got plenty of turkey leather. So maybe we should just do that. Could also do beaver skin. Yeah, let's do beaver skin, because that's in like multiples of 50, so if we make 5 pairs of those, then we'll have 4 left, so we can just ditch the remaining 4. So we'll do beaver skin pants, and they'll just be like a basic brown color. That works for me. And then where was the turkey leather? Right, there we go. Okay, Nas, if you could. No? Still don't want to? What the hell, man? Make some damn pants. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't want to do that. But we need to get her some pants, because she's not happy being half nude right now. Oh, we got wargs. That's going to be an issue. Let's make sure that gets prioritized for hunting. And I kind of need you to come deal with that. Because that thing is almost certainly going to go attack our animals. Okay, Val keeps failing. Whatever, I'm not worried about it. That's the only way he's going to learn. Is he learning, though? I think, yeah, he started at 2, right? So he's about to hit 4. He's doing alright. Okay. Hawk, do me a favor and arrow storm this guy. He's going to look for some revenge. Throw down a poison trap right there. See if you can lure him into it. Oh, wow. You sniped him. Well then, fair enough. Undraft and haul him back to the stockpile, I guess. Okay. So that's a bit more meat for us to start making those hearty stews with. They're the red ones. Wow. A little bit of everything in that one. Venison, chicken egg, pork, potatoes, and berries. That would be a very interestingly flavored stew. Can't imagine what that would taste like. Very interesting. How are these trousers coming? And as soon as those are done, we'll probably queue up a second pair. Yeah, we'll just say 2 right out of the gate. And we'll queue up another tunic as well, because again, Val's going to need a tunic. Then we'll give them either gambesons or armor on top of that. And probably won't give them winter cloaks. We might make some preemptively for the winter, but they don't need them right now, clearly. So I'm not super worried about that. Obviously, helmets are another thing. We do have a helmet that Val could wear, but I'd like to give him... I mean, maybe he could wear this one. I don't think I want to give anybody that one. That looks too badass for him right now. I don't know who is deserving of that, if anybody's deserving of that one, because that's the same one that the Jarl's wearing. I'm just going to give him probably a better melee weapon, because having to deal with that notification all the time is going to be really annoying. But he is good at ranged combat, so I don't mind him having a bow. And it makes more sense for them to have the bow as the primary because, you know, they'll be shooting with the ranged weapon before they engage in melee. So, just in terms of like order of operations, it makes more sense to do that. But if it really upsets him, then we'll switch them. And we'll just have him using his sidearm most of the time. Nas, just drop him right where you are, man. He's gonna go eat. Svenja, whatever you're doing can stop. Oh, there they are. How did they teleport? That's so weird. Or did he just drop them on the floor and I didn't notice? Okay, you got pants now. Congratulations. So she's dressed. And again, we want to make another pair of those and another tunic. And what are we making these out of? Probably just cloth. Yeah, just simple cloth is fine. We have a lot of that. So Val will be properly dressed, and then again, armor, helmets, things like that. By the way, did this ever get finished? No. Trobo, that's kind of your whole deal, man. You're asleep now, but hopefully tomorrow we can get him to... Oh, actually, Svenja has to do it. I don't know why she just decided that she wasn't going to finish. But yeah, that's her polearm. So I'd like for her to, you know, eventually do that. And then for Val, I don't know what we want to give him. Bandit's hammer. Forester's axe. I want to give him like a pretty badass weapon because he is pretty good in combat. You're decent though, right? Yeah. 6 with some room to improve. Fair enough. But another thing I'm trying to do is eventually I want to plan this area out because as I've mentioned before, I want to lay this out like an actual town. And so rather than having everything enclosed indoors, I want each sort of workshop to be its own like little house. And then whoever's doing that job will just sort of live in a room attached to that building. And then we'll have like open areas and, you know, gravel paths or something that they can travel around town in. But obviously that's going to take a lot of work because we have to sort of clear out the farm areas. Those were going to get moved outside the walls with a little farmhouse maybe just inside the walls or outside, but you know they'll be ready to flee in case something happens. We won't leave anything important in there. They'll just kind of have beds so that they can sleep near the crops. The problem with that though is that Cheda is our main cook, so we'll probably need somebody else to prioritize in cooking. That way I can put them in the sort of like the Jarl's keep here and have them just cooking non-stop because I don't necessarily want Cheda to be the main cook and the main farmer because he'll be in 2 different places trying to do that. We'll figure it out though. I think there's other people with cooking skill, isn't there? Maybe not. I mean, Snorri could be decent at it, but she's obviously got things she's better at, better suited to doing. You're alright. I wouldn't want Hawk doing it though. I mean, I'm sure we'll recruit somebody who's a really good cook and can just focus on that. In all my other playthroughs, I have like several. It's just this particular playthrough, we keep getting animal handlers. You're a doctor, that'll be useful. But yeah, I'm sure we'll figure it out. And I think that's actually where I'm going to leave today's episode. So we're going to go ahead and call it here. If I have time, I'll try to run a little bit more of this stuff off camera just so that we can kind of skip to the more interesting bits. But, you know, I only have so much time to play off camera, and so it's either occasionally we have these episodes or I just have to skip them entirely, so I'm sure you guys don't want that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.